Hi, this is Lolly. I am back with my next couple pages in my December daily binder. So I was looking at my papers, and I think what I want to do is play around with these two. And you saw in the last video that I did that I cut this one out, but then in order to preserve this, I had to cut off the top and I had to cut off the numbers. So I want to glue those back on there. First, I'm going to play with this, and I used, this is kind of a burgundy cardstock that I have in my stash, and I was playing around with these Tim Holtz Ideology flashcards, and I like this look here. So I was also considering using maybe a strip, and this is one of the ones that I cut off the very end of the paper collection, and maybe one of these Santa chipboards that was part of this these tags that I got from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I'm not really sure if any of that's going to work. I was thinking I could put this along here, maybe across the bottom. I might even just kind of put it here. Obviously, if I sew on this, or, oh, that did not get on there even. That happens to me all the time because I'm not looking straight down on this. Okay, so if I stitch on this, it will show to the other side, but I'm not worried about it. I don't have an idea of what I'm going to do for this yet, but I know that I can work around the stitching, or I can do what I did last time and just sew this and glue it on there. That would work too. Actually, what I'm thinking is maybe doing this using the tiny attacher, and because I don't want staples showing through to the other side, so then I could just glue this in place. Now let's see if I just put that on there somewhere. I think if I put it here, then I can still see the numbers, and I kind of like that. Okay, do we need Santa? Should I add? Maybe. The jury's still out. I still need to have room, which I do. This whole paper can be a journaling spot for me. I don't even have to put a journaling card on there. And I'm looking at this, and I've decided already that I kind of like that. So it's not too much just journaling paper. Okay, now this one, I want to put this here, and I've got the 1 through 39 here. I had thought about even putting some lace under this. This is kind of too wide, I think. Maybe not. I kind of like that. I just like having some fabric involved there. It's going to cover up number 1 and 2, but we'll still be able to see the numbers through the lace a little bit. And I just had another thought. I don't know if it would show up, but I'm thinking of maybe use some glossy accents on the holly or on the berries here. And would that show through a page protector that it's got that glossy stuff on it? I'm not sure. Okay, I brought this down. I'll show what I mean in a minute. I'm not trying to make this an identical match to this one, and I actually brought the border down to center it on that lace, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so in my book, I have day 1 right here, so that means that this is going to be day 2, and that this will be day 3. So let's get that out. Now, it'll be a little more difficult getting this one on, but I don't have to always do the tab sticking out, and I could do the tab coming from the back side as well. That would also work for me. So let's worry on 3. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. And the other thing is I need to see where that tab, okay, the tab is on the left. This would fit in here this way, so I need the tag kind of maybe in the center or on this side would be okay. I just want to vary up where my tabs are. And I'm also thinking that I would like to vary it up so all my tabs are not identical. So I'm going to do one. This one here is going to be a square. Now this has to go right on the edge because I have that where it says nice there, and I need to make room for that to fit. There. And on the back side, I'll glue another piece of cardstock there. Okay, so I have 2, 3, this will be 4, and I could put it somewhere in the middle this time. Let me think of what else I want to do. I have this, which is a really old punch that I have called multi-tags, and I'm thinking about using, and I really only need the top part of it, you know, but I could cut a whole tab out. I don't need a whole tab. Just maybe like this much here. Okay, now the thing is, I put that lace on there, so I've got to glue this onto the lace, but I think it'll still work. So my goal in making all these numbers is to have them all different in that the size, the shape, the location of the tags are in different places. I wanted to tell you too is that this document that I made, I'm sharing a link down below of all these numbers. I have it as a Word document and also as a PDF, so whichever one you can open. There's different fonts because the PDF wouldn't save it in this particular font that I'm using. And the journaling cards, which I have designed, the 3x5, 3.5x5 or 3x5, I can't remember right now. They are also in the file that I'm sharing for free. Okay. All right, now I just said I would like to see about doing some glossy accents here. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to sprinkle some glitter on that. Like glittery little berries. Okay, so this is going to have to dry before I work on the other side of it, but I can work on this side right now, side number 2. Okay, thinking. Let me go through my papers and see what I have. I think I'm going to, this kind of bothers me here a little bit, the monotony of that paper. So what I'm going to do is trim this down and make a kind of a mat in the middle of it. Kind of break that up. And I had picked up this washi from, I think Hobby Lobby as well. Yes, and it is these super fine ones. I might want to use some of this to add into the mix. And I think we need to bring in some of these stickers here. So I'm going to mount this. I'm not being too particular about where I'm starting and ending these. Now I'm thinking like one sticker, maybe even down here. Oh, I do like this, but may you be merry and lack for nothing. Oh, I love that. Now I think this would be a perfect place for a journaling card right there. Okay, so I have day 2 and day 3 done. Okay, so there we have 1, 2, and 3. And we know I have day 4 made, but I'm letting the glitter dry, and then I'll decorate the back and finish up this video. Okay, so here's the back of that. This is dry now. I got all my little glitters there are dry. I really like that I did that. On this side, I think what I want to do is some sort of a pocket. I have this, and I think I want to do this for contrast. Let me get some measurements here. I'm thinking I don't want this pocket any higher than 4 inches. So let me start off with a 4-inch high. Oops, come on. 4-inch high spot. And I know that the width of my paper is 5.5. So that means this is as wide as I can go would be that. But I think I want to do some sort of an angle like this. I'm not measuring it out. I'm just making it like that. Simple, like that right there. I think I do need a little distressing here. Now this is really a challenge for me because I'm not one to use pattern paper on pattern paper. I'm learning to relax a little bit and not get so stressed about it. But see, that's busy and busy, and so I still think I will figure out a way to kind of lighten that up a little bit, or you know, break that up. Okay. Wait, before I do that, let me think. Some things that came with it. Like the sticker sheets here, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and all through the house. That would be cute. I think I like that right here. The reason I wanted to wait was I was thinking that if I wanted to put anything here that needed to be stitched on, now would be the time to do it before I put it on. But I'm liking that. I'm looking at these other stickers too. I really like this right there. But I'm wondering if that's going to get lost. So what I think I'm going to do is back that up on some of this. And remember, this is the where I'm getting all my numbers from. And this would enable me to see this a little better by giving it that little outline there. Can I use this? Yes, I can. Now I get asked often about this paper trimmer. I'm giving you a link to it down below. I find that it's handy for me to have this on my desk, on my work surface, so that I can access it quickly for small cutting instead of having to stand up and get to my others. Oh, I love it. I think it's really cute. But it needs something. Of course it does. So I'm going to give it a little extra. And I realize that from now on, when I use any kind of foam on these, because these are going in the page protector, I just want more support under there. Normally I think I would have put 2 of these on there, but I want it to be nice and firm. So, you know what, before I put that on there, let's glue that pocket on now. I just wasn't sure what I was going to do. So all I'm going to do is do the sides, the bottom, and that side there. My hand's shaking. Normally I say my hand is shaky or weak that day, but you can't tell on video, and I can. I think that I think you could tell my hand was shaking that time. Very cute. And so now I have a spot here that my journal cards and even some photos can go in. And I have enough room here that I can still decorate this more in a, in a different way. If I want later on, I can add to it. And I'm wondering about a little bit of gold. I think I'm gonna, I love this angle on this pocket, so I think I'm going to add some gold washi. Oh, love it. I like it a lot. Okay, now we're ready to put this in the book. There we go. Really, really happy. So you can see that my tabs are all different heights, different designs, different papers. It's going to be different. You're not going to be able to see every single tab from the front, but I like the unevenness of it. That's really making me happy. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do is some of these I'm going to use ribbons or maybe even fabric. We'll see. But it won't always be paper. Everyone, hopefully I can get them all different. We will see. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you look down below for the link on how this is coming along. I have a whole playlist of just videos about the December daily binder.